Well, how do y'all? How are you doing today?
The farmer in.
Liddell.
The farmer in.
Liddell.
Hi-ho, da dirty do, the farmer in.
Liddell.
Well, we've got some projects that we're trying to do in here. A little tiny house cottage, but unfortunately, I neglected to measure things out very well, and I was guessing on what materials I needed because we happened to be going by the old big box store, and I missed. So let me show you some of the things we started, but didn't have enough to finish. So now I'm chasing the old ADD project trail. Let me show you where we were at. All right, so we took some, I think these are 4-inch wide boards. It's trim boards, so they actually are 4-inch by 5/8 by 7 feet, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Anyway, and then that's some PVC board. And we cut them into smaller chunks and stuck them around a window. Looks something a little like this. Ta-da! Yeah, I know, if you look in too close right there, it's a gap. But what we're gonna do there is we're going to put some caulking right there, because this being PVC board, you can set little planted or potted plants like herbs. And then if your trim board, actual wood, doesn't come down and touch it, but you've got caulking right there, oh, no water, doesn't swell. That's the theory. That's what I'm going with. That's my story, and I ain't changing it. Anyway, so yeah, now there will still need to be a little bit of trim that goes around the 3 sides, and it'll come down flush with the outside edge right here. But that way now you've got 5¼ inches to set stuff on in that windowsill. And then we'll do the same over here, but we got to paint this side first. So I'm not doing that yet. Anyway, same thing here, not doing it until after we paint. But this window is painted. So I'm going to take some of those and rip them down and then around that. And then what's left over will go right here. Well, actually it'll be like right in there for the door jamb. The door will close up against it. I'm making my own. I know you can buy them, I know, but I'm a tightwad and these are cheaper. Anyway, we got the top board in. We'll get the sides cut and I'll bring you back. Oh look, there's a door in the way, because that's another project that I started. But as far as I can tell, I've looked everywhere I can think of, and I did not buy door jambs. Well, I didn't buy a door jamb either. I was gonna build one, but we got a really good deal on the old slab door there. I want to say, I don't remember. It was really cheap in comparison. But anyway, yeah, didn't buy hinges. I did buy a doorknob. So I couldn't finish all of that because you kind of have to have the door there to make sure that your gaps are good. Oh, and I forgot to buy the wedges to, plumb it all up and everything. So then with some of this material, these right here are what's cut off of the stuff for the door jamb. I thought, hey, I'll do the casings around this window. Well, that one right there is longer than the material that I have to use it, unless I use some of the other casings for like this window. Well, that wall is painted, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. But in the meantime, I started doing electrical when I was looking for the hinges. I found my box that had all the electrical stuff in it. So yeah, that got me on another little rabbit trail. So anyway, we started doing a little bit of electrical, and then I had to go get Liddell. So stopped where I was at. But anyway, we are back at it today. So I have to decide, do I continue on? I think what I'm gonna do is this outlet is connected to that outlet, which is also connected to that outlet. That will be a circuit, then it's done. Then there's another circuit, this one, it's done, because it's just that circuit, or that thing. It's for like if you wanted to use a crock pot or a air fryer or something like that. So it's on its own circuit. Then there's another one that's its own circuit that's for the refrigerator. So I could do technically the second and the third circuit so that it's done But then, you know, it's like, well, while I'm at it, why don't I pick up the outlets for the bedroom? Well, there's two that are in this wall. That one's for like a TV or something. That I don't want to do those ones because that wall's not painted. So, yeah. I'm chasing the ADD project trail down here, guys. I don't feel like I'm getting a whole lot done because I'm not completing things, but we're checking stuff off the list. So I think what I'll probably do is go ahead and finish the wiring circuits that I did start, and then we'll move back on to doing that window, but we'll see. Anyway, I'll set you guys up on a tripod and show you a little bit of the electrical. It's kind of boring, and you're probably going to be looking at my back for the most part, but I'll show you how I do it anyway. I'm not saying it's right though. Don't do the way I did just because I did it, because I'm not saying it's right, but it'll be done.
Mom,
It is.
hi guys, right now we built in a house like it was a video. But now where we put in some outlets in? But Papa tried to put one in, but he had to.
Can you get me one of those wire nuts?
Why not?
Yeah, the red things. Thank you.
Yeah, I can. There's a whole stack under here.
All right, well, one of these boxes had a whole mess of wires that I had to join together with wire nuts and then put little tails off that to go into the outlet. But anyway, we got her done. And then we moved on to the more simple boxes that they just had a couple of wires in. And those were all finished up rather quickly too. All right, I'm trying to capture this before it gets too dark in here. It still looks pretty clean outside. Clean? Bright, whatever. Anyway, we got that window all cased in, woohoo! And I haven't done the outlets yet, but I got the light switch on for, yep, we don't have a light up there yet. But I got these ones all tied together. Wow, yay. And then I started working on the electrical panel. Try and make it kind of clean, but yeah, whatever. Don't judge, okay? We're doing what we can with what we got. Anyway, it's starting to get kind of dark in here, so I went outside and did a little bit of trim. We've got some old fiber board or cement board or whatever the heck it's called. I'll show you. It's this stuff. It's been kicking around on a trailer for a bit, just sitting there, getting all warpy. But anyway, we got it put around that window. We'll have to scrub it up a little bit before we paint it. And then I started to go around this window and it started raining on me. So I gotta be quick about this. Anyway, that's what we got done today. Hopefully you can hear me over the wind because it's starting to pick up and it's starting to rain harder. But I think it's time to go in the house and see what is up for dinner. All right, this has been in the crock pot for a bit, but I'm thinking it's good and tender. Pulled pork, here we come. Woohoo! All right, well, that was pretty tasty stuff. We'll catch you guys in about a week, and we'll show you what we did in the meantime. God bless y'all. Have a good one.